One word explains almost everything that's happening in real estate at the moment. And the word is shortage. There's a shortage of listings of properties for sale in particular, which is pushing up prices at a time when economists told us to expect falling prices. In the March, April, May quarter, capital city house prices rose an average of 3%, while apartment prices increased 2.3%. That's according to the latest report from CoreLogic. Every capital city and most regional markets recorded house price increases in the month of May, while unit prices also rose in most areas. Now, the May growth for houses was led by Sydney, which was up 2.1% in the month. Darwin rose 1.6%, Brisbane 1.5%, and Perth, which rose 1.2%. Outside of the capital cities, there was growth also in the regional markets of New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania. In terms of quarterly growth, Sydney house prices have grown 5% on average. Regional South Australia is up 3%, and there's also been significant rises in Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, and Perth, regional Queensland, and regional South Australia. In the apartment markets across Australia, there's been growth in the May quarter in Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth, Canberra, and the regional markets of New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, and Western Australia. In other words, almost everywhere. All of this has been happening against a backdrop of multiple interest rate rises, high inflation, and forecasts from the big bank economists that prices would be falling in double digits in 2023. And yes, they got it wrong again with their predictions. If they had any integrity, the senior economists of the big four banks would resign as a matter of principle, given their constant failure to accurately forecast real estate prices. But don't hold your breath. Remember, an economist is someone who can tell you tomorrow why what they predicted yesterday didn't come true today. Their problem is that they think that the biggest factor in play, indeed probably the only factor in play in their minds, is what's happening with interest rates. And clearly, those economists don't study real estate history. At Hotspotting, we believe there are multiple factors impacting real estate markets, and the biggest one right now is that shortage. In addition to the shortage of listings of properties for sale, there's a chronic shortage of homes for rent, with vacancies at historic lows, and rents are rising strongly, while clueless politicians are floundering to find solutions. And there's also a shortage of new homes under construction because soaring construction costs are causing developers to scrap or defer their projects. Now, all of this puts major upward pressure on sale prices and rents, with no solutions to the shortage problem in sight. State and federal politicians are unable to conceptualize solutions because most of them simply don't understand the problem. Indeed, most government decisions are making the problems worse by increasing costs on builders and discouraging property investors who provide over 90% of the homes rented in Australia. So we're likely to see sale prices and rents continuing to rise throughout 2023 and beyond.